Hey everybody, it's Kenny K here again, bringing you a 80s slasher movie. I'm trying to do these chronological, if you didn't notice. I did do a 2024 one just to see what slashers these days look like. And I was really disappointed. Um, I'm still saying that 80 slashers are the best slashers out there. You do have bad ones, and this one's gonna be a little bad one. um, but you've got there's things that they don't have in what they had in the 70s and the 80s that they have now. And I'll explain it maybe in a video, but now it's Bloodsong from 1982. I think it's free on YouTube, not on Daily Motion. It gets a 4.8 on IMDb. It gets a 4 from me, which is basically which means don't see it, and if you see it, on your own risk. I'm not responsible of saying, oh, this is a no. Now, the only actor or actress that I sort of know her name is Donna Wilkes, who is Marion, our final girl, basically our lead star. She's in Jaws 2 as one of the raft, the kids that goes on that the kids that goes on those raft ships, those little boats, and get attacked by Jaws. And she's in Days of Our Lives, a program that ran and is still running to this day. I'm gathering. You've got programs here too that are they keep running with new actors, new new plot, new plot holes and things like that. Um, Her mom is Bia and Paul, and her boyfriend is Joey, a fisherman. Now, the kill, without spoiling anything for now, I'm gonna just tell what the story is about, and then I'm going to go to spoilers. The movie's about a killer named Frank Hauser who escaped from a mental asylum. Uh, we heard that before, right? And for some reason, he doesn't see it, but Marion had an accident, a car accident, and it almost lost her leg. Um, but they had to do a blood transfusion of a rare type, blood type O negative or something. It's a rare. I believe I have that blood type O negative. It's a rare type that is really specific, but they got it from somebody of the insane asylum. They said it on the chart. That's the only thing they said. They didn't say whose name it was, just from an insane asylum. And the reason, um, what's so special about this blood is she can sort of see what the killer when the killer strikes and kills. So she it's not dreaming this, but she's seeing this. And eventually it comes to blows with the killer and her. But that's basically the story. So she can see what the killer does, and she's not telekinetic or something, but it's sort of a bonding power that she has. But the killer doesn't have it. She only has it, and he doesn't know about it. And that's about the story. So, spoilers from now on. So, first of all, the characters. Okay, you've got Donna Wilkes, our lead girl, the one with the blood transfusion, the one with the visions, Marion. She's not bad in acting, but she can be annoying, tedious at sometimes, because she sees all these things happening and she's, oh, I seen this, oh, I seen that, oh, I see. And I understand why I would be the same, but in a movie it's tedious, it's boring, it's annoying, it's like attention seeking, but it's not, because she sees a guy killing people. So now the killer, Frank Hauser, there's he has this uh his speciality is he has a flute, and he always says, my daddy made this. He has this childlike quality over him. He can be like a child, and he can only sing one song. So there's a moment in the movie when he's hitchhiking, and he can the guy says, yeah, hop on in, and he picks up the flute, and the guy is just the guy driving says, Jesus fucking Christ, man, can you stop with the fucking flute? You've been doing it for an hour. Don't you have another tune? No, my daddy didn't live long enough to teach me other tunes. Got this from my daddy. Just stop it. No, no, you never touched my flute. Never touched my flute. And uh, I thought it was funny how the guy, the chauffeur, said, "Oh Jesus!" And then he goes to take a piss, and then he hears the guy getting he's getting back on his flute, and then he's, oh shit, stop it when he's pissing, and then he stops. Oh, thank God for small favors. But then he turns around and he gets an axe in the forehead. Bloop. And some of the, the kills are gory, but some of the practical effects, they're all practical effects, but some are really bad. So bad even that there's a kill of a college girl, because there are two kills you don't see, and we also don't see through Marion's eyes. Her dad got killed, but I didn't see it because I thought, okay, I was not paying attention, or it was off screen and they were fighting, and she heard that and she ran away. But there is this scene where the Sheriff Gibson, who's basically a drunk, he comes into work and he says, um, I have a hangover, leave me alone for 3 hours, I'm gonna get a nap. Okay, if that's the way you work, fine by me. Now, Sheriff Gibson, when he's doing his fucking job, if he eventually finds a college girl, and you see a second of it, and you see puncture wounds and blood, and you see it looks like a fucking sex doll. So one of those sex dolls. You know what I mean? It's it's so bad. I was laughing my ass off. Okay, and the sheriff's reaction. Jesus Christ. um, but eventually, also when he killed the driver, with the axe in the forehead. He drives the van now. He picks up another girl. Apparently, I'm not sure, but apparently, every girl that gets picked up by a guy and he's friendly, she automatically wants to fuck him. Like same with uh, the Fog with Jamie Lee Curtis. She wants to fuck Tom Atkins too because he's friendly and funny. Oh, let's fuck him. You know what I mean? It's in a lot of movies. Oh, let's fuck him. Let's do a hookup. Fuck you. Yeah, and he he brings her to a motel room. He fucks her, and then eventually she's really that was good, and he gives her a piece of jewelry that he snatched, and there are scenes that are missing in this movie, or I, I'm not sure. I didn't see two kills: the kill of Marion's dad and the kill of the the college girl. I mean, I didn't see those kills happening, and she didn't visualize those kills. So it's weird. It's weird. Um, then eventually she's putting it on, and he's saying, "Yeah, I'm going to San Francisco. It's gonna be a beautiful town." And she says, "I can't come with you. I can't come." Sh- she says, "Sure, I think so. It's a beautiful town, but I can't go because I have to go back to my parents because they're gonna be bad." Then he's not listening to her, and he's playing the flute, but the flute like super like cats having sex. And she's like, "Okay, stop with the flute and listen to me. I have to go back to my parents." "Oh, okay." And he strangles her with the piece of jewelry, and he kills her for that reason. I think if she went with him, she probably lived. She probably lived. But the reason why Marion's dad is killed, so she's going all over town to the sheriff, to her boyfriend Joey. She's going all over town to see where this killer can be, and she finds the van and she sees the killer with a garbage bag with bodies in, trying to dig a hole, and the killer sees her and she runs away. She limps away because she has this brace, then she has a stick, and he has an axe. So but he stops following her and he laughs, so like that, and he stops following her. But his idea is asking somebody where this is. There a high school? I want to move here with my wife and my kids, and is there a good high school here? And the guy says there's only one. The gas station attendee, there's only one, and it's there. And then, okay, thank you very much. So he's gonna stake out the high school, and that's in the meantime he kills apparently a college student there. In the meantime, we don't see that kill. We don't the sex doll kill. I mean, okay, but she tries to. Joey comes back from a 2-day fishing trip. He's he's beat up, he wants to go to bed, but he's a pretty good boyfriend. He really loves her, and he wants, he's a good character. I like Joey a lot. He was faithful to her, he was a good guy, he loved her, and he wanted to take a job in Portland because her father, Paul, was an asshole. He hit her, he's a drunk, and it's because he had an accident when he was drunk, and that's why she had problems with her leg. He was the one who did that to her leg by crashing into something. And the mom is like defending her, and why are you doing this to her? She's a good this that, and she wants Joey wants to get a job, but he has to do some tests, and he can get a job in Portland. Now they're in Oregon, and he says, if I get the job, do you want to go with me? She says, hell yeah. I want to get away from my dad. I want to get away from this stupid town. So she wants a new life. Now Joey goes to the place where she saw the guy digging up, digging a hole and putting the bodies in, and he sees that the ground has been messed with, and he's scraping it up with a piece of wood, and he finds something hard. He finds a garbage bag full of garbage, like cans and shit like that, and he said it's garbage. And then he sees tracks on the ground that there was a car, probably a van, and he says there was, because he said there was a car, and I believe that there was a car, but he said, if I don't find anything, will you stop? Okay. She eventually stops then, but like I said, at some point, he attacks. He sees Marion. He follows her to her house. He kills the dad. You don't see that kill, um, and she runs away to uh, a lumber station, or what you call it, a facility where they make lumber. And it's from there, it's a cat and mouse game, and the killer is like childlike. He's yelling Marianne, and while he's playing on his flute, it's the one song he knows. I want to play Marianne. Then she she drops a barrel on him. That was a nice Marion. And eventually she kicks his ass. She puts a pickaxe in his gut, and he's, oh Marion, that hurt, Marion. He's going after her, and then he sees her in a tube, and then he goes in there, and she has this sharp object and stabs him in the hand, and then she gets out and rolls over him, and then he eventually takes this car, and the night watchman comes in, and he runs over the night watchman. No, he uh, he splatters him against the wall, so you got some blood effect there. And he says, this time, no time, playing time is over, Marion. She's on these plates, and it's a forklift, so he puts them on, and I'm not sure what he wants to do, but she just jumps in his face and says, I want to kill you. I want to kill you. I want to kill you. And this is, Marion, what are you doing, Marion? The way he's saying that, it's cringy. It's cringe worthy. The killer isn't creepy. There's no tension, no atmosphere. It's tedious, the movie. It's slow. There are two kills that we don't see. The special effects are meh. I mean, they used the freaking sex doll for a college student, and I'm not kidding. She had her mouth open like this, and then with puncture wounds, Jesus, with and some blood, and that was, and his reaction, Jesus Christ. And when they're in the house of Marion, they say, "Oh, Paul put up a good fight. We didn't see what he did. For he could have had just an axe to the head, maybe. We don't see what happened to him because they had a blanket over him with some blood on, and he put up a good fight. He put up a good fight. Maybe he just got an axe in his face, and that was it. I mean, and then eventually, when she's on the forklift and saying, "I want to kill you, I want to kill you," and she jumps off the forklift, he drives through the wall, he bumps his head, and it falls in the water. He's dead. Or is he? She, okay, and then the police comes, and what, okay, in this situation, what would normally happen? She's wounded, right? Who would be the first to take her to the ambulance? Would they take her with her, or the police? So in this case, the deputy is carrying her like a baby, and he puts her in the couch when she's wounded, and normally she has to go to a hospital, and the police has to go to the hospital to question her there, and they're netting the place where the guy fell with the forklift in the water, and they find the night watchman. So our killer is still alive, and now she has this vision where she sees a car, and it's fucking Joey, the poor sap, and he says, somebody says, "Where are you going?" "Portland." "That's good enough for me." He steps in, fully wounded. Now, personally, what would you do if you see a wounded person like that? Would you just, of course, would you just leave him there? No, you wouldn't. But you will call the ambulance. You would call a medical, or you'll drive to a hospital, which he does because he arrives at the hospital, putting on a jacket, taking a piece of paper, and he arrives at the hospital, and then he says, "We're finally alone, Marion." She's like, "Oh no, no, no," and he's like, he's also that laugh all the way through the movie. Ah, tedious, 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 tedious. So bad ending. He killed probably Joey. He kills Marion, and that's the end of the movie. And the only good actor in the movie is Joey. I liked him. That's why it's sad that he had to die. He really did his best to get that job in Portland. He worked his ass off. The killer is dull. The kills are meh. And if you use a fucking sex doll to make a college student, that can't you use a real person and put some makeup, blood on, and whatever? No, they couldn't. So this movie gets a 4. It's one of those bad ones. You can have them. I'm not saying that all 80s horror slasher movies or horror movies are good. We have occasions like this one, and my next review is also gonna be a pretty bad one. So stay on tuned. Subscribe if you didn't, and let's have some more fun. See you next time. Bye.